Sup everyone, Casual Talk here. Today I'm going to be talking about why salespeople or a salesperson carries or has a bad reputation. They make it bad for all the other salespeople, and in many cases the stereotypes in most cases are normally true. This is all based off my experience, what I heard from others, and how it can relate to what a lot of people say about salespeople. This is the one reason why I would never take sales as a job. I wouldn't even make sales a career because sales is like gambling with money. It's another form of gambling, okay? Sure, you're doing your job, but at the same time, you're gambling with the customer's pockets to make profit off of them. And if you fail that sales, or you fail to sell the product or the item you're supposed to sell to gain some type of commission, right? Because in many cases, this is how a lot of salespeople are paid. This is how a salesperson is paid. They could either be paid by a basic salary with commission bonuses, or it could just be straight up commission only, and their minimum wage could be $5 an hour, like a waitress. It's just like how waiters, they are like a salesperson. They're another form of being sales. They have to sell themselves. Waiters gotta look good. They gotta smell good. They gotta be charismatic, very helpful, clear, excellent customer service. The customer comes first. You have to do a top-notch job to go by the customer's needs. And you do all this in the hopes of getting a high tip. That's how a lot of salespeople sells themselves to customers. And a lot of the times, they use smooth talk and gimmicks, and some could even be liars. Just recently, my wife and I was looking into a car. We decided to finally get a vehicle from a car dealership. I went out of my way to get the vehicle while she's home watching the kids. From what was happening, I thought it was just going to be A, B, and C. I didn't know I was going to have to do a lot of paperwork. There was going to be more to the financial part where you have to pay the principals for the car. I understand you had to lease the vehicle in order for it to be financed, right? Especially if you want to do the financial route, because leasing through finances and leasing for just temporary renting is different. We're leasing the vehicle just so once the payments are complete, it's officially ours. Because when you are first financing a vehicle from a dealership, right, they are also going to run your credit. And that's going to also depend on the amount of interest payments, or how high your interest payments is going to be on top of your monthly bill. Okay? So that's going to determine how much you're going to be paying every month until you pay off that vehicle. All right? In most cases. And many cases, they're going to also ask for a down payment. All right. I don't know how it works for people with excellent credit. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. My credit is not up to par. It's not perfect. And this is why I even recommend people work on their credit. Okay. So with how dealerships works, you could either finance the vehicle through your bank to see if your bank approves it. I have Capital One. Or you may go through the dealership's bank. And I should have done my research. I should have took my time. And with salespeople, many times they could come off as a bit aggressive. Not aggressive where, you gotta buy it now. They try to smooth talk you. They yap their mouth a lot. They try to be very cosmetic. They're sly like a fox. They try to smooth their words in to give you a reason to buy that car or to buy that product. Okay? They don't tell you about the hidden fees. They don't tell you about other discounts. They just want to make that money and make that sales. A job is a job. I understand that, right? That works for them. It's not going to work for me. At the end of the day, a truthful salesman is better than one who's a liar. I rather deal with a truthful salesperson than one who is a liar and who's a sneaky salesperson. This is why salespeople and a salesperson has a bad reputation. They carry that bad name. Why do you think with door-to-door sales, most people don't even answer their door and they don't want to be bothered by a salesperson knocking on their freaking door? I have this happen to me on many occasions, especially during the summertime, because right now in South Carolina, there's this company that has their workers going around knocking on people's doors to try to sell them some bug repellent program to kill your bugs or something like that. And I don't see the need for it. I respect the hustle because it is a need and it is necessary, especially for people that's living in rural areas, because South Carolina is home to a lot of bugs, especially when it's hot. So the salespeople are going to come around for seasons like that, okay? Because they know they know when and where to go. All that aside, salespeople, you have to watch out for. Do your research on the contracts, the things that you're buying, the things that you're doing, and you have to come in like you know what you're doing. This is the mistake that I made. But one good thing about my wife is that she does her research. I do my research too, but it's good to have a partner who also has your back and also does their research. I found out days later after making the sales, I did not finalize the bank. I didn't finalize the contract with the bank because I was told from one of the banking managers on the vehicle that I'm financing, right? He told me that I'm not supposed to finalize anything until I physically am satisfied and have no issues with the car. Because he was being honest. He was brutally honest. He wants to make sure everybody's happy in the end of the day. He does not want no one's time getting wasted, and I respected him for that. Come to find out, the same salesperson who's been pushing me to finalize the deal of the vehicle and kept bringing up finalizing the sale, to make it seem like at first I can't get the car until I finalize the sale. And come to find out, stuff like that is legal. A salesperson at a car dealership could find ways to hold your vehicle. Even though you put insurance on the vehicle, you have proof of verification from the insurance that you have the insurance for the vehicle. You even put a down payment, but you can't test out the vehicle. That's crazy. So I politely was honest with the salesperson. I told her, no, I want to make sure the vehicle is okay. And you guys also promised me a 5-day warranty, because they know in most cases, once a person finalizes a deal, they could be stuck with that car. So what else could they be lying about? What else could they be lying about? Maybe the 5-day guarantee only counts before finalizing the deal. Once you finalize the deal, then that car is yours to finance until it's time for you to either trade in the car, you can no longer afford to pay the car, or you're done paying the car off completely. Okay? Those are the 3 options that you could do. Like I said, I've came in a bit blind by this, but I had bad experiences with sales, and it's just not at car dealerships. This could be at cell phone companies. I used to have Sprint. I think most of their stores are closed from what I remember. I had a bad bad, bad experience with Sprint Mobile. Their lines and everything was no good. I was just happy during that time when I was a lot younger in my early 20s. I was just happy to have a high-end phone. I was just happy. Oh, the phone is very nice. Oh, you will give you a discount. Next thing you know, I was told that there was a promotion of a free tablet. Guess what my stupid behind did? The salesperson was saying, "Oh yeah, it's 100% free. You don't gotta worry about that. There's no hidden fees. You won't be charged on your bill." He was stuttering a little bit, trying to switch his words up. I thought nothing of it. In the back of my mind, I was like, he could be right. He's the professional. He knows what he's doing. Next thing you know, next month later goes by. I have over $100 extra added onto my Sprint bill. You don't understand how frustrating that was. He lied to me. He only wanted a commission. Many places, many stores are going to always have a salesperson. Women could be salespersons. Men could be salespersons. There are women in many cases who's a salesperson. They may use their looks and their body to try to get a sales with men. But you know what's funny? It's harder for them to get over women. With men, it's easier to be charismatic and do a little bit of both. Okay? Overall, it just depends on the salesperson. But for many cases, a lot of salespeople, they carry a bad reputation because those who created a bad reputation created that stereotype. So other people now has to suffer, has to carry that stereotype. Now they got to do extra. And I can't blame them. But at the same time, you have to think about that. Think about it this way. You can't pressure anybody to buy something that they don't want to buy. You can't do it. You cannot pressure people to buy something they do not feel comfortable in buying and spending their money on. That's their money. I'm very picky with what I buy. I'm very careful with how I spend my money because I know I don't got it like that. And I'm not rich. I don't have a career. I'm not there. Even if I was to have a career and I was established, I'd rather be smarter and better with my finances than being ignorant and being broke. I'd rather be smarter on my finances and be wealthy than being ignorant and being broke. Salespeople is going to always carry a bad reputation because the other salespeople who were bad at what they did, they lied to customers to just get a commission. That's how you know something's wrong somewhere. That's not good customer service because if you think about it this way, a salesperson also is associating themselves with customer service. It's also customer service. The customer comes first. That's one thing they also get right because they're trying to make a sales. Okay? So they're going to do whatever they can to see what you like, to see what you're satisfied with and what you're not. But it's bad customer service. It's what creates a bad salesperson. Look past the looks. Look at the hidden fees, the hidden charges. Look at things that they're not trying to tell you. Nothing is ever, oh, this is going to be free. I'm going to throw in this free towel. I'm going to throw in this free phone. I'm going to throw in this free webcam. I'm going to throw in, no, you got to think about it. Where's the catch? It's too good to be true. Many cases when something is too good to be true with a salesperson, most of the time it is. Take a step back, do your research, and take your time. Take your time. If you're thinking about financing a vehicle, look at your savings. Look at your situation and see if that's one of the wisest things that you could do. If you don't got a lot of money coming in, especially not having a career and you don't have much saved, don't do it. Don't finance a car. You're going to need money to pay the down payment, and it's better to get cheaper vehicles with a good reputation and a good amount of mileage. Look at the history of the car. How reliable is the car? How many mileages is it expected to last while you take care of it with the correct maintenance, etc.? Carfax the research of the car to see if it has a salvage title, to see if it has a rebuilt title. A clean title is always a good sign of a great vehicle, a great car. So many people goes in ignorantly to salespeople and they don't even do their research. They just see something that looks very nice. Oh, it looks so nice. I heard about this from my friends, and this is why I want this car. You're going in blind. You're going in blind. This is why the term "the blind leads the blind" is very true. This is why it's true in many cases like this. Salespeople has a bad reputation. And the reason, another thing that enabled them to have a bad reputation is because of foolish customers who goes in blindly. They're too distracted from the looks of the salesperson. They're too distracted from how she looks, how he looks, how they talk to them, how the salesperson makes them feel good, makes them feel all special. Once the salesperson got that commission out of you, you're done. Hook, line, and sinker. Next thing you know, they switch up. It was all about customer service. It was all for sales. They did not like you. They want nothing to do with you. It's only customer service to where they are the salesperson just trying to get their commission. People got to be real honest with themselves and wake up and smell the coffee. Don't go in somewhere blind without doing your research. When you don't do the proper research, you are ignorant to a lot of people's devices and schemes. You don't see behind the person. And even if you have some level of discernment and understanding, and say if you don't come blind but you did not do your research at all, collect the information that you need from that salesperson in order to do your research on their bank, on their gimmicks, on the Google reviews, on the place. Do what you can to do as much research as much as possible, just so you can save your pocket, your time, and see where you're at is worth it. Like I said, it all depends on the salesperson. It all depends on the facility, the company, and it also depends on you. There's customers who also failed themselves and failed into the hands of a bad salesperson. There are truthful salespeople who will tell you like it is. Those are the ones who I highly respect. And there's the ones who are not honest. And they'll play you like a fiddle and collect all your money and put you farther in debt. That's all I got to say. Okay, this is Casual Talk here. Peace out, guys. God bless all of you. For all of you who comes across this video, let me know what you think. Peace.